Hello guys and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Before I'm gonna start the video, well, I hope that everybody had a good week on their special year, the new year 2026. And we had a lot of problems though for the first 3 days, at least in Mexico. Yeah, a lot happened on the first 3 days on 2026, but other than that, everything started to be normal, so that's fine. Well, another thing that I want to talk about is that before I start the video, the Nier Automata, what's it called? Collab has been over. Pretty much today was the last day. A couple of minutes ago, the banners were over. We're gonna talk about a couple of stuff, but hopefully everybody got the skins that they wanted. I only got the Tifa one, but I was really excited to get the young Sephiroth Nier. And kinda, well, I think I have to pass this one. So, let everything go well on your banners, and now let's talk about the things that we have here. So, we have a little notice, to be honest. We don't have anything new. We only have additional event information and a new banner. So pretty much that's all. We don't have anything else. So let's talk about the events. Event itself. Well, this one was kind of hard, to be honest. I didn't got to get a lot of things though. But let's go ahead and talk about this one. So first of all, we have new battles and a new story whatsoever. So if you go directly to the story, just complete it. You get blue crystals along the way. Alongside with that, you also have the new update here. So pretty much we got a couple of new things. I hate when it does automatically this thing. I don't know why they do that, but well, that's just a minor setup. You get blue crystals, just complete it, as well with the co-op, just complete it, you get more blue crystals, and I think that's it. We don't have anything else besides of that. And besides of that, let's go ahead and talk about the new things that you have. So if we go to the exchange, we go to, I think it's a certificate B. So we have more noble memories for Odin. You got a new ruins thing, you got a refine. And I think it's just a couple of things though. You got a Sid specific weapon and just the normal stuff. So nothing so crazy over there. We got the rare enemy medal. It got a weapon voucher, which is kind of cool. And I still haven't got the rest of them because I didn't got a rare enemy encounter whatsoever. Even so that I wasted a lot of like stamina tonic. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and talk about the banner itself. So here's the banner. We got a new Barret banner. It looks incredible. This is going to be over until the end of January. So let's talk about the skin and weapon itself. So first of all, the skin, it's very Japanese theme. I really like it. Has like a kind of a Yakuza theme whatsoever. Looks so crazy. Looks very good on Barret, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the few skins that I really like from Barret besides of the Rebirth one, but this one is much appreciated. And even so, Barret doesn't have a lot of skins. I don't know why. So let's go ahead and talk about the weapon itself. Sunrise Cannon. Deals 430 physical non-elemental damage for all enemies, critical rate per 10%. Also, fire resistance is increased, and lightning resistance is increased. When the HP is 70% or more, physical defense is increased. You get boost HP, physical defense, physical, and circular sigil boost. And we got the skin, which is the Sunrise Hakama, deals 700 physical non-elemental damage for all enemies, and also provoke is applied. Boost physical defense for all allies, and then we got Dog Endurance, which provides when granting physical defense of max pot tier 1 physical magic defense for 20%. Well, it's a tank skin, so I like it. Even so, again, the skin of Barret looks so crazy though. Only problem is that I did wasted a lot of my blue crystals with this banner. So just to give you a heads up about the banner that I have, I actually pulled for the Yuffie skin as well. I say, you know what? I'm getting a lot of blue crystals. Let me go ahead and try to get the Sephiroth skin, and besides of that, try to get the copies. And I did got some good copies. And then I said, hey, I'm over here. Why should I go with the Yuffie skin? Even though the Yuffie skin is still very freaking amazing, and I just pull it just because of the elemental damage. If you don't have any kind of skins that provide you specific elemental damage, then go for the general one. The general one is still so freaking good. even though that it's not dedicated to the skin, to the damage that you want to apply, but at least you're saving yourself a lot of skins, and just going for the elemental damage is just a win. So that's why I actually pulled for that one. And Sephiroth, like I mentioned, Sephiroth is just like, you know, it's just an investment, a long investment, because we don't have cool stuff for Sephiroth yet. But I'm waiting until we get something cool, because this one also provides elemental damage. So pretty much if there's any kind of elemental damage that you want to apply, general elemental damage, then you're good to go. So that's pretty much it. We don't have anything else. Like I mentioned, those banners are going to be over until the end of January 28th. Remember that you also have a Limit Breaker banner over here, which is going to be until the end of 28th of January as well. So you may want to also review that and see if you want to go ahead and pull it. Also, one more thing is that in this banner, you're also you can get the chance to try to go for the Yuffie weapon, the ultimate new weapon for Yuffie, which is Rising Sun. I'm just gonna repeat it one more time, which is deals 2k of physical, magical, non-elemental damage, also applies exploit weakness, and 3 ATB gauge for all allies for 2 uses. Provides boost elemental potency arcanum, which provides all allies elemental damage, which is so freaking incredible, and steam phase HP gain boost, which in this case provides applies HP gain, which is just the what's it called, the lifesteal. It's lifesteal. So if you're going to be pulling for those, that's cool. If you're going to be pulling for any of the skins, I already mentioned Tifa is so good, Barret is also good. Those two are fire elemental damage, which are kind of outdated, and the Sephiroth skin, I believe it's much better to go for this Sephiroth skin than this one, because it's kind of almost the same. So unless if you like the other skin, but this one, it looks so freaking amazing. I really like this one. Last and whatsoever, there's one more thing I need to talk about. So there is a new skin for Tifa, but it's a paid skin, and I'll tell you why you shouldn't be pulling for this skin. So let me go ahead and talk about it. So the new skin that we got for Tifa, it's a golden flower kimono, deals 2k of physical non-elemental damage for a single enemy. Also fire resistance is increased, and fire damage is increased for all allies. Boost fire potency for all allies at level 3, which provides you 50% of fire ability damage, and Boon of the Golden Flower, which provides fire ability damage for 30%, attack, stand, command, gauge max at magical ability damage for 20, and HP for 15%. Now, two things that I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't be pulling for this banner. One, it's a reskin. It's a reskin from a previous skin. That's the first one. If you already have the skin, which I'm gonna show you which one is, I don't have the skin, but I do have the wallpaper, so you guys can actually review this. Where is the wallpaper? There you go. It's this skin. It's a reskin from this skin. So if you already have this skin, you'll just notice that it's just a reskin. That's the first one. Second of all, last year we had the same situation with Cloud. We did had also a pay-to-win Cloud skin, and that pay Cloud skin was this one. This was also a reskin from this skin, if I remember correctly. This one from last year. And I did mention, okay, you know, 10k red crystals. You know how much 10k it is? 10k of red crystals. Here it's Mexican money. Oh no, it's dollars. Okay, this one is dollars. I think the Mexican money was on my phone. Maybe I just confused it. Crystal boost, $69, which in this case it's kind of expensive just for going for the skin, and I'm gonna tell you why it's not worth it. So first of all, you get a weapon voucher. You can exchange it for any of those two weapons, which is the Yuffie or the Sephiroth's weapon. You get 3 golden tickets, which I think is just a bummer. 20, 50, which again it's a bummer, and then 10 refine mithril, which again it's a bummer. And then you got the skin. I'm gonna tell you a quick situation that I actually have from those gacha skins. So people who played Kingdom Hearts Union Cross with me, those people who actually do know the situation, there was 3 times that we got a situation about a paid medal, which it was the Bird by Sleep trio, which it was Terra, Ventus, and Aqua. It was a tier 9 medal, and you had to pay or at least pull 30 times the banner to get a specific what's it called? I think it was certain amount of medals that every time that you pull, you get the trait, and once you go to the maximum trait, then you get the tier 9 Bird by Sleep trio. Unfortunately, it got power creep so bad that the medal was kind of horrible, and until they rework it, and the Bird by Sleep trio medal now was relevant, and I actually got a copy of it. I was fully aware that the game was gonna close sooner or later, so that's another thing. The investment will go into the trash because eventually every single gacha game, including Genshin Impact, including Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero, one day it's gonna be end of service. You like it or not, those gacha games eventually will end. Unless if you're Fate Stay Go? I don't remember what is the name of that, but I remember that the story was over. I don't play that game by any chance. I don't know anything about Fate, but I understand, from my understanding, the story was over, but I don't know if there's an end of service, because when Kingdom Hearts Unicross story was still not complete, and they launched the offline version, if I remember correctly, or I think it was still end of service until they finished the game. I don't remember correctly about Kingdom Hearts Unicross. When they finished the story, they actually finished the end of service. So until the story of Final Fantasy VII is complete, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Crisis Core, and the First Soldier, which is the new one, pretty much this game will be end of service as well. So remember that, guys. I wasted I don't know how much money in Kingdom Hearts Unicross, and I said to myself, you know what? If that's the case, I'm not mad. Pretty much I know the situation about what happened about Kingdom Hearts Unicross. If it's over, it's over. It had to be over anytime soon, and I'm aware about the money that I wasted in that game. So I'm like, okay, I know the consequences. I know what happened, so that's fine. But for people who are so freaking like enganchado, I don't know how I say that in English. I think it's like people who are so freaking whalers. I'll just say it, that the whalers waste money in this game. One day that the game will end, well, you will notice about the amount of money that you wasted. So here, I know that the other games that I mentioned that they're not comparable about this game will have more years of service, like the Fate Stay. I don't remember. Again, I don't play that game, or I don't even know about the franchise. That they will have their 10 years or whatever amount of years that the game will still continue. So, I don't know if this game is gonna sustain maybe 2 or 3 years until they get the new Final Fantasy VII remake, the third part of the remake saga. I don't know. But one thing is for sure is that if you're gonna be purchased for this skin, that's fine. Just remember that this skin it's a reskin, so you're actually purchasing a recolor skin. De que por el amor de Dios, Overwatch tuvo que hacer demasiados pinche recolores. They did a lot of recolor skin on Overwatch. This is just freaking lame. And last of whatsoever, the amount of money that you're wasting just because you want to purchase a game or something like that, it's so horrendous. And I haven't seen any kind of cloud skin when the last year cloud skin that it was released in the co-op game. I never seen that skin anymore. I never seen that skin. So just keep that in mind and just be careful about your spendings, alright? Obviously, I'm not gonna stop you that, hey, you shouldn't waste your money in that. It's just a reminder. It's just like, hey, be careful. But just keep in mind that this game will end, and when the game ends, and then you wasted your money, and if you want to request a refund, you accept the terms and services, and te la vas a pelar, which in Spanish is, you're pretty much freaked. So, no coming back from that, and if you think, oh, it's money, you're like, whatever, okay, then I'm not gonna tell you anything. Okay, guys, that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Pretty much this is all. So, let's go ahead and talk about, oh, wait, there's an exchange update. Oh. Yeah, okay, so the exchange update is that if you haven't finished the Nier Automata, like when we have the enemy ability, which it was 2B's ability, now you have the chance to actually use the memory voucher tab, and you'll be able to use the the ultimate ability for that. I actually changed that for lightning. I was missing a lightning one, and now I got her to level 5, which is cool. Okay, let's talk about the previous thing. So pretty much just an update for the Happy New Year. The Stallion just complete everything. You get more blue crystals there. A new banner, which is Barret. It's all about tankiness, and it's very cool. And the pay-to-win skin, or a paid skin, that you need to waste $69 of your wallet if you want to go for the Tifa skin. Which I did that, but I actually pulled for the what's it called? For the, well, it's not over here anymore, but it was the ultimate skin, the ultimate weapon one. Which, when I pulled for the other one, which it was the other banner, I actually got the ultimate weapon for Red 13, which it's the limited moon. It's this one. I actually got it. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I'm afraid if I can get another repeated, otherwise my spendings was just like whatever. I actually wasted a lot of money there, but at least I got the limited moon. It was cool, so thank you. And that's it. So any schedule for the other gacha skins, the other gacha games that I have in mind? Genshin Impact, I know for a fact that we're gonna have Columbina and a new character, which is Zizion. I don't remember. It's a horse. It's a horse waifu. We're gonna have another Uma Musume in Hoyoverse. We already have Yasung Xuan, which is a horse, which is an Uma Musume, and then we're gonna have another Uma Musume in Genshin Impact. And if I want to be honest, I'm in 65 pulls, and I think that the Columbina, I don't know, it's kind of lame. I'm gonna say it like that. I don't like the animations, I don't like anything about it, so, well, yeah, I don't know if I want to pull for it or not. If I lose to Columbina, I'm just gonna save my savings to Varka. That's the character that I really want to pull for Varka. First of all, he's the Japanese voice actor of Charlotte Karakuri from One Piece. Kintoki, I think it's called. Kintoki from Kintama, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen that anime. I have to watch that anime. And what else? A Scanner. He's Yasuo from League of Legends. He's a famous Japanese voice actor, so you already get the drill. You already get the drill. That's one of the main reasons. And second of all, I like the double claymore thing. I really love the double claymore thing. They released the other like 6 or 7 characters of the next Genshin Impact characters that they're gonna release, and I'm actually hyped for that. So, but I saw the Columbina attacks and all that kind of stuff, and it's lame. It's very, very lame. I'm thinking if I want or not pull, I'm 50-50, so I'll just have to wait and see if I want to pull it. And in case if I lose it, I don't think we're going to be pulling for the... Well, I have to wait and see if I want the horse character, if I like it or not. So I'll have to wait for that. That's all. Honkai Star Rail, I've seen the leaks. I've seen what's the new 2 characters. They're giving us a Yao Guang. I think it's called Yao Guang. I think that's what it's called, Yao Guang, which is a peacock, and we're gonna have a new way, which is called Exlation or something like that. I don't remember. But I already heard the bad news. You need another 3 exaltation characters to make her work. Which means that Sparky, which is the other Sparkle, which is a white hair Sparkle, it's a reskin. So they recycle it, and I don't like what 4.0 is gonna be like. And it's not their fault. Pretty much the Chinese government are so freaking mad with Japan. Usually it was gonna be a Japan themed situation, and all the 4.0 characters or the 4.x characters are gonna be women. They're all gonna be women, and I'm like, oh man, I was hoping about Sampu, Aventurine, and Blade, especially Blade, that he was gonna have the samurai themed situation. All of them are gonna be women, and I'm like, I'm not against waifus, but what happened with Mirei, what happened with Anaxa, what happened with Finan, there were at least a balance male characters in the in the Amorpheus saga, but now we're having pure waifus, and it's kind of cliche. I don't know why I'm still playing Within Waves because of that. That's the only thing that I hate about Within Waves. I'm gonna save that in a different video, but yeah, pretty much I don't know how 4.x is gonna survive this. I'm hoping the best. I'm hoping the best. It's not their fault, like I mentioned. It's the Chinese government that they made them change everything, and it's sad. It's really sad. I really love the Japanese theme thing, and just because of culture difference, they had to do all that. Good thing that Withering Waves is not a field with the Chinese government. Otherwise, they could have faced the same, but the Cyberpunk situation, the Cyberpunk collab, maybe that could have happened. Zenless Zone Zero. From what I understand, I don't think I'm gonna be pulling for the idol characters. I don't know, unless if they have a famous Seiyu, I will pull for one of them. But I don't know. It didn't caught my attention. It didn't caught my attention for that. And since in the whole full banner, in the whole full patch, we're gonna have Yesun Swang and Sao there, and then in the half of it, we're gonna have Super Soldier Ambi, Astro Yao, and what was the other character? It was Super Soldier under that. Oh, and Alice. They're gonna be a rerun banner for those. And I'm not gonna pull it for anything, so don't expect any kind of video from Zenless Zone Zero. And I don't know about the next patch because I'm not, unless if it's a Seiyu that I like, I'm not gonna pull for the idol characters. I'm not into little girls or anything like that. Even so, that it's a fictional situation, and I understand it. As long as it's fictional and you like it, and it doesn't hurt anybody else, then you're good. And last and whatsoever, Within Waves, I lost to 50-50 Linai when I tried to go for S1. I just made a 10 pull, and I actually got her very early. I got it into pull 8 or 10. I'm not very sure, but it was a very early pull, and I got Verena, and it was like, okay, if it's Verena, I accept that. I don't have any kind of duplicates for Verena, so I said, you're good. But I saw the leaks from Azimath, I think it's called like that, I don't know, people who think that it's a Serene copy, but it's a Nanami from Punishing Grave, you know, pretty much the Hoyoshills who thinks that they are the creators of all universe. I heard that before in Overwatch versus League of Legends, and you know, it's stupid people, irrelevant stupid things. So I really want to go ahead and pull for that, and for what I heard, it synergies very well with Chisa, for what I heard. I don't know if it's good for that. And I don't know if I'm gonna be pulling for the other character, which it's Amber's Japanese voice actor. You know, the one who has crystal legs. I don't remember her name. But I think I'm gonna be pulling for Aftermath and Luke. Luke, if everything goes well, I may want to pull for that. He's very cool. I really like that kind of character. But yeah, that's the next version, which I think is gonna be until the end of January, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be pulling for Aftermath. So we're good in that, and hopefully everything goes well. Just remember, guys, that in Withering Waves, there's gonna be a collab for Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which sadly David Martinez no va a aparecer. They confirmed Lucy, and I think that the free character is gonna be Rebecca, but David Martinez will not appear. Why I say David Martinez? David Martinez in English sounds very lame. Even in Japanese, they say Davito, and I'm like, okay, that sounds Japanese from their end. But in Spanish, it sounds very awesome. It sounds David Martinez. It sounds much better than the English version. It's just a Spanish thing, but I think at the anniversary we're gonna have that. I think it's gonna be until March or April, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that is where we're gonna have to call up. But just keep your heads up if you're gonna be pulling for Lucy. Which, if it's Japanese, if it's Aoyuki, which is Aoyuki, is the Japanese voice actor of of Lucy, I'm gonna pull for her. Aoyuki is a famous Seiyu, like I forgot the names. I'm not very good with the names, but at least that's what I can tell you. So yeah, just a quick recap about that. Genshin Impact, Colombina, if I lose or if I win, that's cool, but I'll be saving for Varka. Honkai Starville, I hope for the best for this, because I think that 4.x is gonna be disastrous, and they're gonna well more your money because of the Exaltation team, especially since the new railroad does require 3 of them, and that's freaking horrible. It's freaking horrible. We need new 4 stars, man. Come on, it's not so hard. Zenless Zone Zero, unless if there's a famous Seiyu that I like from the idols, I'm not gonna pull for anything. And Withering Waves, Aftermath, we're a guarantee. I may want to pull it, and I don't know about Luke. Other than that, if there's any other characters that I really want or not, I'll be saving for the collab, because Lucy looks very cool. I really like Lucy. I really want to pull for Lucy. But it's a shame that we don't have David Martinez there. It's a shame, really shame. Well guys, that's it. Sorry if I took a little bit of time. I wanted to cover that because we didn't have anything to cover on the last video. I said that I didn't want to do that until this video, so I cover everything. Good luck if you're going to be pulling for the Barret pulls. In my opinion, I like the Barret one. It looks very awesome. It has a Japanese theme. It has like a kind of a Yakuza thing. I really like it, but I'm out of blue crystals. And I don't know, maybe if I save a lot of blue crystals, maybe I want to pull it. Remember that this is going to be over until the next 3 weeks. All the banners of this is going to be over until the next 3 weeks, January 28th. The other 2 ones, which is January 28th. And again, if you're going to be pulling for Sephiroth or Yuffie, the Sephiroth looks freaking amazing. Looks so amazing. And just remember about what I told you. Again, it's up to you if you want to waste your money and try to go for the Tifa skin. But since it's a reskin and costs you $69, it's just kicking your butt, right? Even so, the effect looks kind of cool. It's just all about fire. And if you already have one fire skin, which I find it much better than the other one, then you don't have to pull it, because we already have a fire Tifa. Where do I have it? I hope that my mouse works, because my mouse is kind of bad. Oh, I don't have it over here? Oh, I remember. I changed it because of the thing, though. So the Tifa skin that I want to talk about, maybe I want to do it under solo, on co-op. Where's the Tifa? Okay, let me just change it very quickly. It's not this one, but we got the trail, right? If you have this skin, in particular, the Passion Mermaid, it does have a fire Blamer cannon, which provides you 10 points, 35, and here, physical defense and HP. It's kind of cool. I know it's kind of outdated, but we already have a fire Tifa. Or if you already have a general Tifa skin, which we do have, which is the 2B one, you may want to do that. Just giving you recommendations, just in case if you want to chase or not for the skin. Well, that's all. Live today to see a better tomorrow. I'll see you guys into the next video. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of some videos of the currency wars of Honkai Star Rail. I did remember that we have that pending, and I have a lot of content to show to you guys. Since I only play that in my mobile, I'm not able to do it on my PlayStation 5 because I don't have the time. I do it every single time on my mobile device, and I play it during work. Incluso si la gente no sabe que estoy jugando en el trabajo. But that's just an opinion of mine. Well guys, that's it. I'll see you guys. Peace and happy 2026. And hopefully our year will be better. See you guys.